GM LeBron prevailed once again.
Really? It was all...
Don't he know how to pick up skill? Just like he drew it up.
Who had the first pick?
Whoa. They set the rules up, said if you're the leading vote getter, not only will you be a captain of your conference, you also receive the first pick.
So it was just a popularity contest.
Don't do that, Skip. That's unnecessary right now. Hold on, first of all, why are you talking? It's not your turn. It's my turn.
Jenny said it was my turn.
No,
maybe I misheard.
Before I was so rudely interrupted, LeBron, the general manager, which he's going to be one day, he's going to own a team also.
He will definitely own a team.
He know how to pick them.
Yep.
2 years in a row.
I hope he knows how to pick them better than Michael Jordan knows how to pick them, but that's a whole nother...
Play basketball better than Michael Jordan, too, but that's neither here nor there. We'll debate that at a later time, Skip.
Later.
Can you please stop interrupting me? Skip, this was almost a recreation of last year because we saw Team LeBron fall behind this Team Steph last year. And guess what happened? Same thing. But I want to give that bench unit, that shock troop, Dame Lillard, Klay Thompson, and Bradley Beal, they could not miss midway through the third quarter.
True.
They got them back in the game because all you can hope for in a game of this magnitude, Skip, is that the game be close with about 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and now you get an opportunity to see that it's more than shooting threes, more than layups and dunk, that guys all of a sudden start playing passing lanes. All of a sudden, guys get back in defense. All of a sudden, guys take defense serious. And lo and behold, we got that. Old Dame Lil, old Dame Dollar, yap. Old Klay Thompson say, yap. Bradley Beal started giving it to him. And then, Skip, at the fourth quarter, my guy came in, number 2. Oh, what? He started cooking.
I have a lot to say about that.
You don't need to say anything. Right now, you don't need to say, he got cooking in that fourth quarter early on. You're like, let me hold this thing down. Because when these old big whales, these old big guns come back in there, it's going to be over everything but the shouting.
Interesting.
Klay Thompson and Bradley Beal and Dame, they got them back in the game.
You mentioned 12 players already without mentioning the player.
No.
How did you do this?
Whoa, Skip, hold on.
You had to really go out of your way to navigate.
Because here's the thing. Because it was a 5-point lead, and then my guy, best player in the NBA, James, that is, hit that ridiculous step back in Joel Embiid's mug. Walk up. And then Kawhi.
What did that make him from 3 for the game? I was just curious.
Whoa.
We'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get to that later. I'll let you bring that up. But anyway, he hit that ridiculous 3 in Joel Embiid's face. And then old Kyrie,
closer,
dished that thing up to us, and we tomahawked him down.
Really?
So what was a 5-point lead was a 10-point lead. And guess what? Game, set, match, Team LeBron. And our team, Team LeBron, got $350K. For our favorite local charity.
LeBron was slapping 5 with all the
High
kids.
five it is.
It was great.
And KD was magnifico.
Oh, that's all you got?
In the fourth quarter, he can't miss. I mean, look, this game is tailor-made for a guy of KD's skill set. When they're going to play first of all, even if you play great defense, the dude is 7 foot tall, shooting the ball at an 8.5, 9 foot arc. So you got no chance of blocking it. So if you play minimal defense he got cooking. And then all of a sudden, he started doing things that you normally see other guys do in the All-Star game. He have a 2-point say, I feel too good. He run behind the 3-point line and let it go. Fall away threes. When he got it going like that, I said, I started sitting back there. I got me some old butter popcorn. I had some caramel corn. I had caramel corn last night.
Got to watch that stuff.
That I ain't watching nothing. I was watching. What you think I do? With all my food, I watch it when I eat. I'm like, I'll eat some of this.
You're watching
I'm watching all of it, But anyway, Skip Bayless, again, the general manager LeBron James team.
He did it again.
2-0.
Really? 2-0. Way to go.
15. Did you know this? He was a 15-time All-Star. Straight starts.
15 straight?
Really?
Yep.
Are you finished?
Go ahead.
I think it's my turn now. So the obvious takeaway for the rest of the world, except for the world right over there around that seat, is that Kevin Durant proved once again he is the best player on the planet. Case closed. When the stakes are the highest, when the biggest stage games are on the line, when the money is pushed to the middle of the table, who starts taking the biggest shots? Who starts making the biggest shots? And who takes you home? Kevin Durant takes you home. That's back-to-back Finals MVPs. That's his second All-Star Game MVP. And this one came courtesy of going 4 for 4 down the stretch of the fourth quarter, including all 3 of his threes. He threw in a couple of rebounds down the stretch and a big block down the stretch. He just took this game over the way he often takes the biggest games over. And Kevin Durant once again backed up that preseason NBA.com GM poll. Remember that one, the survey?
Yeah.
Which asked, which player would you want taking a shot with the game on the line? And the GMs, 40% of them said Kevin Durant. 17% said LeBron James. By the way, LeBron, just to note, went 1 for 8 from 3 last night. So Kevin went 3 for 3 in the fourth quarter. I'll say 1 for 8. I give you the fact, you know what? It took guts for him to shoot that late 3 over Joel Embiid. It was contested because LeBron, who has the highest IQ in basketball, knew full well what he was risking. He was risking going 0 for 8. And he said, let me make this one. He shot it with conviction. He shot it with guts. He shot it with courage because he knew he needed to make 1 3 in the All-Star game because it is Team LeBron. And he prides himself the most on shooting those threes, especially the ones he shoots all the way from Akron.
Yeah.
Right? The ones he's been shooting for the Lakers all the way from...
And making them.
The Bay Area.
Is he making them?
He'll make like 1 out of 5.
Don't do that, Skip. He's shooting 37%.
He did go 1 for 8, so I give him the 1, but I'm giving Kevin Durant the night because he proved once again he is the baddest man on the planet when playing basketball. He is the baddest man playing basketball on the planet. He is a 7-footer who has range up to 35 feet, and he just shoots it so effortlessly. He's just shooting free throws. Rip, swish, rip, swish.
Okay, I want to ask you one question. You said by Kevin Durant winning last night's MVP of the All-Star game, he proved he was the best player. So LeBron winning it last year proved he was the best player? Because they came from 11 down last year, and LeBron got hot. But I didn't hear you mention that when we came in on Monday and talked about what this win meant for LeBron James' team.
Back-to-back Finals MVPs went to Kevin Durant, taking over 2 Game 3s in LeBron's house.
Oh, did you?
Wow.
Hello. But you said, in my state, opening salvo. I like that word, salvo. I mentioned Klay Thompson got cooking in the third quarter. Oh, I also mentioned Steph Curry got cooking. Jenny, did you know Steph Curry and Klay Thompson are Kevin Durant's teammates?
I did.
I'm glad you brought up Steph Curry. I am one of the biggest Steph fans on the planet, and I will reiterate the fact. I'm a Steph Curry fan, but I'm also objective about it. I said before the draft I would take him over Blake Griffin. I think that proved true, but I cannot tell a lie about Steph Curry. What did we see last night, right on schedule, in a big game? It's a big stage game.
Yeah.
I know it doesn't mean anything, but it means a lot to the pride of those players.
Sure.
Their reputations are on the line. And what do we see consistently from Steph Curry when big games are on the line? We see him come up smaller than he actually is at about 6 feet 3 inches tall. And Mr. Sharpe, in the fourth quarter, that was Steph Curry's game to win. Was he not the hometown product, the Charlotte product? Was he not the guy who had the game in the palm of his hand? Had he not made 2 or 3 of the Sports Center highlight plays in that game up to that point? And then what happened in the fourth quarter? Right on schedule, what happened in the fourth is what happened when the Golden State Warriors collapsed. Much to my regret, because it was much to the favor of your LeBron James Cavaliers, who came from 3-1 down because Steph Curry disappeared in games 5, 6, and 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals. In those finals, in games 5, 6, and 7, he had 7 assists to 12 turnovers over those last 3 games. And do you remember what happened in game 7 in his house? He shot 6 of 19, 4 of 14 from 3, and in the fourth quarter, he went 1 for 6 from the field and 1 for 5 from 3. That was the first indication that I said, that guy, we're going to talk about this a little bit, he doesn't have the clutch gene. Well, he is really good, but he isn't clutch.
Even though, Skip, he didn't shoot the ball particularly well in that series, and he definitely didn't shoot the ball well in Game 7, I think that game will be remembered for the behind-the-back pass that he threw that went out of bounds to Klay Thompson.
I think it hit in about the 7th row.
Right? And I think that's what he's going to be remembered for. And Skip, look, he's a hometown kid. His dad still does commentary for the Hornets. So they were really trying to get him the MVP. Chris Middleton.
He was on track to win the MVP.
Well, Chris Middleton couldn't miss in the first quarter, and then Paul George couldn't miss in the first half. And then all of a sudden, okay, Steph got it going, got a 4-point play. It's like, okay, it's shaping up for you.
Just remember, because I think a lot of people lost sight of the fact, Steph's team last night was up 6 with 8 minutes left, up 5 with about 7:45 left. So isn't that Steph's game to close, to win?
Hold on. But let me ask you a question. And then when they came back with the big guns, Brendan Malone called that time. I said, hey, I need the big guns. KD, LeBron, James Harden, Dame Lillard, Kyrie, close this thing out. If you go,
wait, I think he said KD closes this thing.
Well, can you let me finish?
Well, okay.
I'll just ask you this. So if you go to the park and you see all these guys out there, you see Steph Curry, you see Embiid, you see all those guys they had out there, and you see LeBron, Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie. Who's Steph Curry going in front of?
He's Steph Curry. He can do anything to anybody.
He can, but he ain't going in front of LeBron. He ain't going in front of KD. He ain't going in front of James
What
Harden.
do you mean in front of? I mean, he can shoot it from 40.
He can, but I'm just saying, in a game of this magnitude, Skip Bayless, this is not to diminish Steph Curry. He got cold because at one point he was cooking, and it's just like the whole LeBron team in the first half, Skip, they really couldn't buy a 3, and Team Giannis, they couldn't miss a 3, and then all of a sudden the tide flipped. They couldn't miss. They're going to what, a 21-1, a 21-2, or a 23-2 run with Clay, Bradley Beal, and Dame, and it's a ball game.
Okay. Do you realize Steph Curry did a LeBron in the fourth quarter? LeBron went 1 for 8 from 3. Yeah. Steph went 1 for 8 from 3 just in the fourth quarter. Do you realize Steph Curry over the final 7 minutes of that game missed 7 straight shots? Now, he had the sideshow dunk at the end. There's 4 seconds left. That cut the deficit all the way to 14, so I'm not going to count that one. But the point was, in the fourth quarter, he goes 3 for 11. The point was that what happened to Steph in the three-point contest on Saturday night happened to him in the fourth quarter.
It's an all-star game.
Ran out of gas.
Stop making it seem like it's Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
I think it's a big deal.
It is not a big deal.
It is.
No, it's not.
You saw what happened to
What
Steph
you got upset about is because LeBron James' team picked one again.
His first pick won him the game. So I give him that. He made a good pick.
What about last year?
Who wouldn't pick Kevin Durant with the first pick? I mean,
so who is he supposed to pick?
That's okay.
Chris Middleton?
He picked the guy who's a little better than him right now.
Don't do that, Skip. See, there you go.
Okay, well, that's what I'm saying.
Why you ruin everything?
Now